Hello, in this video we're going to be looking at units and conversions. So specifically in this video we're going to be looking at metric conversions. So the objective here is to convert between different units. So the key idea, you must convert to the same unit before comparing or calculating. So metric units change in powers of 10. So the common conversions that we need to know is kilometres to metres, metres to centimetres and centimetres to millimetres. So what we can do is draw them out like this. So we have millimetres, centimetres, metres and kilometres. So to go from millimetres to centimetres, because there are 10 millimetres in a centimetre, we divide by 10. Centimetres to metres, we divide by 100. And metres to kilometres, we divide by 1,000. And then if I'm going the other way, we do the opposite. So rather than dividing by 1,000, I times by 1,000 if I'm going from kilometres to metres. And rather than dividing by 100, I times by 100 if I'm going from metres to centimetres. And rather than dividing by 10, I'm going to times by 10 if I'm going from centimetres to millimetres. So we also have 1 kilogram is 1,000 grams, 1 litre is 1,000 millilitres, and 1 hour is 60 minutes. Okay, so those are other common conversions that we need to know. Here's an example. We need to convert 3.6 kilometres to metres. So to get from kilometres to metres, we times by 1,000 because there are 1,000 metres in a kilometre. So 3.6 times 1,000 is going to be 3,600 metres. So the answer to this one is 3,600 metres. Here's another example. So we're converting 450 grams to kilograms. So to get from grams to kilograms, we divide by 1,000 because there's 1,000 grams in a kilogram. So 450 divided by 1,000, and that's going to be 0.45. Here's another example. We're converting 2.75 litres to millilitres. So there's 1,000 millilitres in a litre. So we're going to do 2.75 times 1,000. So that's going to be 2,750 millilitres. Here's another example. So a rope is 1.8 metres long, another rope is 135 centimetres long. Which rope is longer? So what we need to do is put them into the same units. So I can either put them both into metres or both into centimetres. So I'm going to put them both into metres. So I'm going to convert 135 centimetres into metres by dividing by 100 because there's 100 centimetres in a metre. So that's going to be 1.35 metres. So in answer to the question, the one that's longer must be 1.8 because 1.8 metres is bigger than 1.35 metres. So 1.8, you could also write that as 1.80, and 80 is clearly bigger than 35. Here's another example. So we're converting 2.5 hours into minutes. So there are 60 minutes in an hour. So I'm going to do 60 minutes times 2.5. So if I don't have a calculator for this, I could do 60 times 2 to get 120 minutes. So that's 2 hours. And then 0.5 times 60. So that's half an hour. So that's going to be 30 minutes. So in total, it's going to be 150 minutes. So the answer to this question is 150. Here's another example. So we're going from 1,250 millimetres to metres. So to do this, I'm going to first put 1,250 millimetres into centimetres. So to do that, I'm going to divide by 10 because there are 10 millimetres in a centimetre. So this is going to be 125 centimetres. And then to get from centimetres to metres, because there are 100 centimetres in a metre, I divide by 100. So it's going to be 1.25 metres. So the answer to this question is 1.25. Here's another example. So we're converting 3.06 kilograms to grams. So to get from kilograms to grams, I'm going to times by 1,000 because there are 1,000 grams in a kilogram. So I'm going to do 3.06 times 1,000. So that's going to be 3,060 grams. Here's another example. So we're converting 3.75 millilitres to litres. So there are 1,000 millilitres in a litre. So to get this answer, I'm going to divide by 1,000. So I'm going to do 375 divided by 1,000. So that's going to be 0.375 litres. Here's another example. I'm converting 150 seconds into minutes. So there are 60 seconds in a minute. So I need to divide by 60. So 150 divided by 60, and that is going to be 2.5 minutes. So here is some quick fire practice question on this topic. Pause the video, have a go at these, and I'll reveal the answers in a moment. Okay, so well done if you managed to have a go at those. I've just displayed the answers on the screen, and that's everything for this video. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in another video. Bye!